All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. You know, it seems like everywhere I turn lately, everyone's talking about Amazon affiliate marketing.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to admit, I'm curious too. Is it actually still a good way to make money in 2024?
Right.
That's the big question.
Yeah.
Well, lucky for us, we found this fascinating podcast episode that really digs into this whole topic. And some of what they had to say, well, let's just say I was pretty surprised.
Interesting.
So let's break it all down.
Okay.
Now, I think most people, when they think about Amazon affiliate marketing, they're like, okay, just got to pick a niche.
Right. Any niche.
Any niche.
Make
yeah.
some content, slap some links up, and boom, the money just starts rolling in.
Exactly. Yeah.
But this podcast episode, they had some pretty different ideas about how to actually choose that perfect niche.
Yeah, they did. You know, they talk about looking at data, right? Things like search volume, how much competition there is, all the usual stuff.
Right, sure. But they also went deeper. They talked about some, let's say, less obvious things to think about.
Oh, really? Like, what kind of things are we talking here?
Well, for example, they brought up this really interesting concept of micro-communities.
Micro-communities.
Yeah. Basically, these are like small, super specific groups of people who are like totally passionate about something very particular.
Okay, I think I see where you're going with this.
Right. So, like, think about, people who collect vintage typewriters or those folks who are really into antique teacups.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not huge markets, right?
Right.
But the people in those groups, man, they are engaged.
Oh, I bet. And passionate, right?
Passionate.
Yeah.
And that's the key, right? Because if you can tap into that passion, if you can become a trusted voice in that little micro community, well,
they're going to listen to you.
exactly. And because they're so passionate, they're probably willing to spend more too, right? I mean, if you're really into something,
You're going to shell out the big bucks.
yeah, exactly. And that means, of course, higher commissions for you as an affiliate.
Okay, I love this micro community idea. It's brilliant.
It's pretty cool.
So, okay, let's say we've done our research.
Uh-huh.
We found our passionate little micro community.
Right.
We're creating amazing content that they're going to love.
Yeah.
But then there's the next hurdle, right? How do we actually get that content in front of the right eyeballs?
Right. It's got to be seen.
The source talked a lot about SEO, but I'll admit, sometimes when people start throwing around terms like, keywords and algorithms and backlinks and all that,
Yeah.
it all starts to sound like a foreign language to me.
Yeah, SEO can be a little bit of a black box.
It really can.
But the good news is this horse actually broke down some really specific, actionable SEO strategies that, even I could understand. And that's saying something.
Well, I'm all ears, so tell me, what's the secret sauce?
Well, one thing they really emphasized was the idea of using something called long-tail keywords.
Long-tail keywords.
Yeah. So, like, you know how most people think about keywords as, like, one or two words, right? Like,
Yeah.
coffee maker. But long-tail keywords, these are longer phrases,
Right.
more specific. So instead of just coffee maker, you might target something like, I don't know, best coffee maker for small apartments or quietest coffee maker for early mornings,
Wow, that is specific.
Right. And what's great about these long-tail keywords is that, well, first of all, you're attracting people who already know exactly what they want. So they're closer to that buying decision.
Makes sense.
And second, because they're so specific, there's usually less competition. So your content is more likely to rank higher in search results.
I get it. This reminds me of something.
Oh, yeah.
I was searching for something online a while back. I don't even remember what it was now, but it was something very specific.
Okay.
And I stumbled across this one blog post, and it was like they read my mind. They answered my question perfectly. And of course, I ended up buying the product they recommended because the content was just so helpful, so targeted.
See? That's exactly what we're talking about. That's the power of SEO and good content working together.
It's amazing.
And, speaking of monetization, the podcast episode also brought up something else that I found really fascinating. They talked about, how focusing on higher ticket items and recurring subscriptions.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah, can be way more profitable.
But I've always wondered, why? Why is that?
Well, on the surface, it seems obvious, right? I mean, if you recommend a $500 espresso machine, your commission is going to be a lot higher than if you recommend a $10 bag of coffee.
Yeah. Okay.
But it goes deeper than that. There's a psychological element, too.
Oh, interesting.
People are more likely to really do their research before they buy something expensive, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And they're going to value those trustworthy recommendations even more. And the same goes for subscriptions, right? If you can get someone to sign up for a service that they pay for every month based on your recommendation, well, that's passive income, baby.
That's the dream.
Exactly.
I'm starting to see why this whole Amazon affiliate thing, it's not just about, like, dropping a link and hoping for the best.
Right.
It's a real
It
business.
is.
And the source really hammered home this point about consistency being key.
Yeah, they did.
And now I'm starting to see why. You can't just, like, set it and forget it, right?
No, not at all. Building a successful affiliate marketing business, it takes real time and effort.
Right.
You've got to constantly create new content, optimize your website, stay on top of all the latest trends.
It's a job.
It's a job. And it's not a get-rich-quick scheme, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But, like anything in life, if you're willing to put in the work
Yeah,
and do it the right way, well, it can be incredibly rewarding.
I agree. So, all right, let's bring it all home. After this deep dive, after hearing all this, what's the verdict? Is Amazon affiliate marketing still a viable way to make money in 2024?
Well, I think it definitely is. But like any business, you've got to be strategic about it.
Right.
You got to find that passionate micro community. You got to create that high quality content.
Yeah.
And you got to really understand SEO and how to use it to your advantage.
Yeah, it's not easy.
No, it's not easy. But
Yeah.
the potential is there. Definitely.
All right, so the big takeaway here, it's not easy, but it is possible.
Absolutely.
And if you're willing to put in the work, you can absolutely build a successful business.
For sure.
Now, I want to leave you with something to think about.
Okay.
If you were to jump into the world of Amazon affiliate marketing, what unique angle could you bring to the table? What would make your content stand out from all the noise?
That's a good question.
It's something to ponder. And hey, speaking of pondering, we're going to be back soon with another deep dive where we're going to be getting even more specific.
Oh.
We're going to be talking strategies, tools, all that good stuff. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it.
Looking forward to it.
All right, until then, happy researching, everybody.
Happy researching.